this morning with my mind stayed on Jesus. I woke up this morning with my mind.
Hello and good morning. Joey Sparks here. This is your reminder that God's mercies are new once again this morning. Romans chapter 12 and verse 1, I appeal to you, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual service or your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, that which is good, acceptable, and perfect. With the concept of a living sacrifice being introduced there in verse 1, verse 2 then shifts and he says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your minds. Just as an animal sacrifice is transformed through the burning process as it rests there on the altar, so too we as living sacrifices are constantly transformed by the offering of ourselves, our bodies, to God. We keep being changed by the renewing of our minds. We keep growing in the will and the expectations of God. The opposite reaction, the opposite response would be to become stale, to become stagnant, thus becoming conformed to the world around us. So just think for a moment, what would happen if we placed a sacrifice on the altar and it stayed on the altar and we didn't burn it, we just left it there? Eventually it would become very grotesque. It would become infested with maggots and other predatory birds, scavenger birds, and scavenger animals. It would be mangled by the elements, the heat, the moisture. See, Christians keep changing, and we keep changing for the better, for the power of God, the transformation the gospel makes possible. Be changed, just as a sacrifice is changed by its burning. So too we keep offering ourselves each new day, each new morning into the service of God, finding, discovering, and then obeying His will. We thank you for watching this morning. We thank you for your time always. It's our prayer that the timeless Word of God will be your meditation all day today.
I woke up this morning